What's up, guys? We are back. Thursday Night Football. Insanely excited for this NFL season. Let's start out with some W's over on Prize. If you're not already on PrizePicks, you can join right now with promo code DOMG, which gets you your first time deposit match up to $100. Link to join is down by description below. But let's take a look at some player props today. And first off here, we have a free square on PrizePicks. Dak Prescott at half passing yard, available for quite a bit more still. So if you guys are not on PrizePicks or have not used that yet, I would definitely do so. And there's so many categories that we can choose from, like rushing yards in the first 5 attempts and crap like that. So I'm going to be diving into 2 Thursday night player props and also a Sunday player prop as well. So 3 different player props in today's video. Let's hop in. But before we do so, take a look over at my Dub Club, because we have been killing PrizePicks, as you can see right here. This is completely reputable here, because this is all you have to do to find this, by the way. Your lifetime net winnings are message PrizePicks customer support, and they'll tell you what your net profit is. You can see my net winnings on PrizePicks are over $5,000. Over in my Dub Club, you can see every single one of my entries. You can get them sent to you via either the Dub Club app, Telegram, email, or Discord. There have been over 1.6 thousand subscribers over in my Dub Club. So my plays, by the way, come for a ton of different sports. That includes the NFL, MLB, NBA mainly, and there's definitely a bunch of other sports mixed in as well. And for 4 different player prop sites. That includes PrizePicks and Sleeper, mainly every single day, and some parlay play and some underdog mixed into that as well. So if you guys want to join right now, is one of the best times to do so, because like I said, I'm pretty reputable. You can see it right here. And on top of that, there's 2 different special offers down my description below. One of the offers is 2 months for the price of 1. That is for my all access. Every sport, every player prop site, everything. 2 months for the price of 1. You're only paying for 1 month. You're getting 2 of them. 50% off of 2 months is essentially what that is. The second offer that's down there is for NFL only. If you're only interested in NFL player props, this will get you 6 months, which is essentially the entire NFL season, for only about $6-7 a month. It's like right in between there. So it's only $40 for, 6 months of NFL player props. I mean, it's only NFL. It's going to be great. I also, by the way, post my taco pairs. If you don't know what tacos are on PrizePicks, just discounts. I still post all of my plays, my taco pairs, my discount plays over in this tier as well. So if you guys want to join right now, is one of the best times to do so. It's less than $7 a month, by the way, for this NFL tier right here if you use a special offer. So all the links are down my description below. Go ahead and check it out right now. Right now is one of the best times to do so. Let's hop in. Let's start taking a look at some player props. Make sure you play responsibly and at your own risk. And of course, make sure you subscribe to the channel, have those post notifications turned on, and make sure you leave a like as well, because it really does help the channel a ton. If you, we're going to kill it yet again this NFL season. Super excited. Let's just hop straight in. First player prop here is going to be in the Thursday Night Football game in the receiving yards category. This will probably be not too popular with some people, but I do like Marvin Jones over 26.5 receiving yards a lot in this game against Kansas City Chiefs. Part of the reason is that the Lions here, he's the defined number 2 on the Lions. There's no other guy that's going to be the number 2 receiver on the Lions. It's not going to be Josh Reynolds. It's not going to be Khalif Freeman. It's not going to be any of those guys. It will be Marvin Jones. And if you take a look at last season, the Lions had two or more receivers go over that line of like 28 plus yards in 9 straight games. 9 straight of their last 9, they've been over this player prop. So hopefully that is 10 yet again here. I don't really, by the way, that's receivers only. That's not including running backs. That's not including tight ends. Only the 4 receivers really that were on their team, or 5 receivers that were on their team at the time the game was played. So 9 straight, I think that could be 10 straight in this time around. I think it's going to start with Marvin Jones. If you take a look at the passing yard line right now for Jared Goff, it's at 260.5. We don't know what Sam Laporta's role is going to be, really. We don't 100% know what Jahmyr Gibbs' role is going to be. They have David Montgomery here, who's not going to be a receiving back for the team. That will for sure be Jahmyr Gibbs. So where are all those passing yards going to? Amon-Ra St. Brown could definitely go for 100, but he's not going for like 150. I think it's going to start with Marvin Jones. I think Sam Laporta will get a good amount of work as well, but he's a rookie. We don't really know how he's going to be. But Marvin Jones is a veteran. He is old as balls at 33 years old, but still coming up from Jacksonville, used to be on the Lions. I think he's going to have a pretty decent year with Jameson Williams being suspended with Jared Goff here. So there have been a ton of reports coming out of training camp as well that have said that Marvin Jones and Jared Goff have had a great connection. Kind of relying on those a little bit. I think Kansas City is going to be a nicer defense to face off against as well. And I really like that player prop right there. And by the way, this has the highest over-under on the entire slate. The Chiefs-Lions game, Thursday Night Football, has the highest over-under of the entire NFL slate. So keep that in mind. They're expecting a lot of points to be scored. Should be pretty good for some overs, hopefully. Let's move on now to player prop number 2. And this one is, again, probably not going to be as popular. I don't think I've seen anybody on this at all. But we're going to go over to the fantasy score category. So in the fantasy score category, we're going to scroll down until we find Riley Patterson, because I like Riley Patterson under 7.5 fantasy score. Yes, we're going with the kicker. Under 7.5 fantasy score. It feels kind of weird to say that. I'm sure that's not going to be exactly a fun player prop to watch, considering it's an under and also on a kicker. However, he is on the road going to Kansas City, and it's not a dome or anything like that, like the Lions usually kick in. He was in Jacksonville last year, obviously not a dome or anything like that, but their weather is definitely a lot calmer than it is in Kansas City. I think Kansas City, we don't know what the weather's going to look like quite yet, but if you just take a look at the sports books and what they have him kind of projected for, they've met 6.5 kicking points at a -125 on the under. So they're favoring him like 6 kicking points or less. And for field goals made, he's a -150 under 1.5. They only have him projected for about 1 field goal. And when it comes to points after attempts, by the way, PATs, it is a -150 under 2.5. So we're only expecting 2 PATs, so that's 2 points right there, and then a field goal, which is up to 5. So that's 7 points right there, just based off of those projections. That's absolute max. If he kicks like a 30-yard field goal, I mean, that's only 3 points. So I think it should be a pretty good under right here for Riley Patterson. And there's a shot that he misses some because it's in Kansas City. It's not a dome like the Lions are usually in or anything like that. The weather could be crazy, probably not this time of year in Kansas City, but still, it's outdoors. It might be a little bit of wind or something. You never know, man. So I think Riley Patterson under is a pretty good look right there, just based off of the odds, really. And also, just I like that it's not a dome or anything like that. It's kind of more unpredictable conditions in Kansas City with being completely outdoors. We're going to dive into more of a weird player prop here for the Sunday slate. So we're going to go over to completions in the first 10 pass attempts. This is how many completions will be in the first 10 passing attempts, like it kind of says, because I'm going to scroll down here until we find where he is. There he is. Tua Tagovailoa, under 6.5 completions in his first 10 attempts. So this is really weird to me. The 6.5 line is really weird to me because if they're going over this right here of 6.5, they have to have a 70% completion percentage, essentially. 7 out of 10 is 70%. A lot of quarterbacks do not have a 70% completion percentage, and especially Tua. Tua is not exactly the most great quarterback when it comes to percentages. I mean, if you just take a look at his last 5 games, 61%, 54%, 35%, 56%, and 64%. I mean, he was not even close to the 70s in those games. Most of the time, he was in the 50s or even 30s at times. And then in this game, he faces the Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers last season allowed the fewest completions to opposing quarterbacks per game last season at 18.2. Only 0.1 higher than the team that was allowing the absolute least in the Washington Commanders. And he actually faced the Chargers last season, had 35.7% completion percentage. Their offensive line is really, really bad. Tua may be a little bit more healthy this time. His receivers are going to be healthy and things like that, but his offensive line is just really bad. I think it's going to hurt him a lot here. He had a terrible history against the Chargers last year. And on top of that, I mean, the Chargers were just good against every quarterback last year when it came to completion percentage, or just completions per game. So I think this should be a great under look right here in Tua, under 6.5 completions in the first 10 pass attempts. I think he's going to go under there right there. I'd be really shocked if he had a 70% completion percentage in his first 10 pass attempts, unless he's just throwing little dump offs to Tyreek Hill, which I kind of doubt that will happen. So I like Tua here, under 6.5 completions in the first 10. And that's what I'm rocking with today over for the NFL, for these NFL player props. So again, if you guys want to join the Dub Club, now is one of the best times to do so. 2 special offers, 50% off of 2 months or the entire NFL season for $15 off, essentially 27% off. That's like less than $7 a month for the entire NFL season. So pretty reputable, as you can see right there. But thank you for watching today's video. We are not doing quite yet though, because if you take a look over here at the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer, you can get this tool right now with the link down in my description below for 7-day free trial. 7 days free. This is an amazing player prop research tool. They have surprise picks, underdog, parlay play, flip, sleeper, all these different player prop sites. And if you want to find good player props, all you have to do is click the refresh button. When you press the refresh button, it pulls up the best expected value plays for that player prop site. If you're on prize picks, you're looking for a 2-pick power play, you can filter it down. 5-pick flex, 6-pick flex, go ahead and filter it down. 7-day free trial, link is down in my description below with the fantasy bundle. That's not the only thing that's included, by the way. They have the optimizer, which I just talked about. And of course, they also have fantasy score projections and a DFS middling tool that you can check out as well. Just go up here, tools. You can find these 3 different tools right there, all included with the 7-day free trial. You can cancel at any time. If you end up paying for the tool, it does help the channel out a ton if you do so. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it. Thank you for watching today's video. Best luck with your NFL player props, and just hopefully you guys kill prize picks, hopefully with me as well. Join me in the Dub Club because we've been killing them, man, along with 3 other player prop sites. So thank you for watching. See you guys hopefully in tomorrow's video. Peace out. Thank you for watching. Best of luck tonight. Play responsibly.